The reading now is part 6 of Descartes' Discourse. We've arrived at the end of our first book, and we will try to understand the argument of part 6 and to see how it fits in the whole argument, which has been building up step by step from part 1. The argument of part 6 starts with Descartes debating himself. Should he publish his scientific discoveries? Would it be safe to publish? The clear answer to that is no. The Europe of Descartes' day was politically and intellectually closed to scientific inquiry. Would it be useful to publish? Descartes' ultimate answer to that is yes. It would be the most useful thing for the human race to do science and to develop the technology that can solve our problems. Descartes goes from the question of publishing to the question of what an openly scientific society would be like and what it might accomplish. If everyone were free to publish scientific arguments, then we would have an openly scientific society. Would it be possible to create such a society? Power and authority in Descartes' time and place were set on preventing that. Would it be good to create such a society? We know the answer to whether it is possible to create an openly scientific society. That happened. That is the society we live in today. Descartes and others persuaded the world to make the change. Whether it is good remains an open question. We will look at Descartes' reason in part 6 for saying yes. The question of whether Descartes should publish his arguments is a question of whether he should show his thoughts openly to the world. Part 3 established that he's freed his thoughts. Part 4 showed even a necessity to be his own authority. If you don't understand the argument that says he must be, it's necessary that he be his own authority, you might review the material from our discussion of the review of Part 4 that's available on our Moodle site. Now, one can be free in one's own mind and yet not show the outside world what one thinks. Publishing is an action, and actions are regulated by law. This was serious business in Descartes' day. There was no recognized intellectual freedom. There were heavy penalties for contradicting official religious opinion. As to the scientific society, Descartes imagined a world where research scientists would study abstract questions about how the world works. That research would feed technology, and technology would solve practical problems of human life. This big collective enterprise is a very important part of our society. Most students at AUIS have chosen majors that put them on a path to join that scientific and technological collective.